Before the legend, before the fame, there was a young man filled with rage. Hong Kong in the 1950s was a chaotic place, and young Bruce Lee was a reflection of that chaos. He was street tough, he was explosive, he was rigid. He believed that strength meant hardness, like a stone, like a hammer. He thought the only way to win was to smash through obstacles with brute force. He was training under the legendary master Ip Man in the art of Wing Chun. But Bruce was frustrated. He was stuck. His movements were too tense. His mind was too cluttered with the desire to win. He was trying to force the outcome. One day, Master Ip Man looked at him and said, "Bruce, you are trying too hard. You are fighting yourself. You need to learn the art of detachment. Go away. Don't come back to the dojo for a week. Go home and empty your mind." Imagine the frustration of a young dragon told he cannot train. Bruce was furious. He wandered the streets of Hong Kong, his mind a storm of angry thoughts. He felt rejected. He felt misunderstood. Eventually, he found himself by the harbor. The smell of salt water filled the air. The sounds of the city faded behind him. He stood on a dock, looking down at the dark, murky water of the South China Sea. He hated the stillness. He hated the silence. In a moment of pure, youthful frustration, Bruce made a fist and punched the surface of the water as hard as he could. Splash! He waited. He expected the water to fight back. He expected resistance. But the water did nothing. It simply moved out of the way. It yielded to his fist. It wrapped around his hand, soft and cool. It didn't break. It didn't crack. It just adapted. He punched it again and again. Every time he struck it with violence, the water responded with softness. It was ungraspable. You could not hurt it. And in that moment, standing alone on a dirty dock, the lightning bolt struck. The realization hit him harder than any opponent ever could. He understood what his master meant. Up until that moment, Bruce had been trying to be like a rock. A rock is strong, yes, but if you hit a rock with enough force, it will crumble. It is rigid. It has a fixed form. It cannot change. But water has no form. Water is the ultimate survivor. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You cannot break it because it has no shape to break. Bruce realized that his anger, his rigidity, his fixed ideas about how fighting should be were his greatest weaknesses. They made him predictable. They made him breakable. This was the birth of his philosophy. This was the moment he decided to stop being a stone and start being a river. He realized this wasn't just about fighting. This was about life. Life is chaos. Life is unpredictable. Life will throw obstacles in your path that you cannot smash through. If you are rigid in your beliefs, rigid in your job, rigid in your relationships, the storms of life will break you. The essence of the dragon is adaptability. The stiffest tree is most easily cracked, while the bamboo or willow survives by bending with the wind. To be water is to empty your mind. It is to let go of your ego, your preconceived notions, and your desperate need to control the outcome. It is to flow with the situation, not against it. When you face an enemy, you do not meet his force with force. You flow around him. You find the cracks. You become the void that he cannot strike. So, my friend, look at your own life. Where are you being rigid? Where are you trying to smash through a wall that will not move? Stop trying to be the rock. The rock eventually turns to sand. Be the water. Flow around the obstacle. Adapt to the container. Be soft. Be formless. Be water, my friend.